The following show is for entertainment purposes only. No information or advice should be held as useful or proper. If you have a serious question or problem, consult an actual doctor or certified specialist. Avoid the clergy, though. And finally, this show is rated F for salty language. If easily offended, turn it off. Welcome, deviants. Please open your sutras to Song 69.
Never go eye to eye. What the fuck?
Well, if it's for fucking science, I'll do it. Coming soon. Hello and welcome back to Coming Soon. I'm Nurse Meph and we got Dr. K here. Say hello, Dr. K.
Hello.
Thank you. About to get to a question, but then we were just slightly discussing something before we started, and for once I had heard of something that she had not.
No.
And this is actually, I saw this in Time magazine online. I believe the author, because I don't want to get yelled at here, but we're just talking about what I saw. William Lee Adams, it says it's by. And it's about back during World War II. At one point, Himmler, one of the Nazi bad guys, I guess all the Nazis were bad guys, but
yeah.
One of the main ones, he went to Hitler and he's like, dude, all of these guys, they're soldiers, whatnot, are actually, I guess at that point, they had more people being taken down by like syphilis and the clap and whatnot than bullets. Like it was just rampant. And it was right after they took over, I think, Paris and all that. So, you know, read from it what you will on that one. But I'm not going to say anything about that. But anyway, so they came up with the awesome idea of creating what they were going to call gynoids. It was from the Borghold project. And basically, it was, as far as people can tell, although I'm sure throughout history people have, you know, fucked whatever inanimate object they felt like at the time. But the first time someone had tried to manufacture mass sex dolls.
That's creepy. Were they dressed up in little Nazi uniforms?
Well, that would be more fetishistic if you had like a little...
matching boots and a coat and a little hat.
Was Hugo Boss around back then?
Were they blonde?
Probably. They didn't have any actual pictures, but from what I read is they were actually... This is the part you thought that was creepy. This is the part that'll get you more, is they were a third the size of a normal adult woman. So,
ew! So like little midget Nazis?
Or, yeah, or the way my brain goes, not as in like, ooh, that's awesome, but as in like, did no one think that this was almost like a kid-sized
ew, that's gross.
Sex
little
doll?
Midget Nazi sex dolls?
Yes. So, and I guess they'd actually built an entire factory for them, but then supposedly it got bombed. You know, they're like, we could take out the guns, or we could take out the... Maybe someone like you was in charge of logistics at that point. They're like, no, this is too creepy. Take out their sex dolls.
Well, I see.
The reason they made them smaller, is they wanted to make them portable so you could put them in your pack. So when
they're
you're
in the trenches, like fucking the shit out of the doll.
Yep.
You're like, dude, keep my six. I'm busy right now. That's just not right.
Me and Broomhilda have got a business to take care of.
I want to know if they were Aryan race, correct?
They were actually...
were they faceless?
Let me look really fast if I can pull this up here. They actually did say there was an actress that he originally wanted to base them on. Yeah, Hungarian actress Kathy von Nagy.
She said, holy shit.
And asked if she'd model, like, for the doll. And,
is she still alive? We should find out.
Yeah, I'm guessing she'd probably be 90 to 100 at this point. If she was in movies then. Yeah, she'd be at least 90, I'd say, but...
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
She refused.
Oh.
So they just had to do a generic body and face on them, but... Who the hell said no to Hitler?
Maybe she's not alive anymore.
Yeah, it does not say if she went on to make more awesome movies. You know, maybe she went on to own a movie company and did the Inglourious Bastards thing, but I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Oh, wow. We should find out.
Have you ever fucked a sex doll?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
No?
No.
Oh.
I've never been around one, actually.
No, I've been around a few. They're a little odd. But, I mean, for women, it's a little bit different, right? You know.
Well, don't they have ones with, like, a phallus on them?
They do, but they're still blow-up, so they're not, you know, that strong like bull. You know, like
not used to pushing air into the penis to inflate it.
Yeah.
Different mechanics. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'd never. When I'm not grossed out by them, but I'm just like, I could fuck this plastic thing because. Well, I'm sure. Well, nowadays I've seen they have those real dolls and stuff, and I don't know enough about them. I've never been around one, but I'm like, you could fuck a piece of plastic, or Jesus Christ, your hand probably feels much better than a piece of plastic.
That's what makes me wonder, right?
Yeah, unless maybe it's just like you get to a point where you're like, I really have to pretend this is a human because I'm totally.
And that takes a lot of concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm just too lazy for that shit.
So you're too lazy to masturbate with something?
Yeah. Okay. It's a lot less work just to be like, hello, Rosie Palm.
Yeah?
She doesn't talk back. So.
Oh, well, the reason it's a sex doll.
Close the door. But anyway, yeah, there's your weird sex fact for the moment.
Your hand has got a French accent? It totally sounded like a French accent.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I hope it's not like World War II French, because trying to tell your significant other that, I got the clap from my hand is probably not going to work.
No, probably not, hey.
Though I haven't tried. I don't have the clap either. Just put that out there right now. If my doctor's listening, you know it. So, okay, let's see. What's our next little message here? Oh, yeah, while we're pulling it up here, email address is punkregent, PUNKREGENT, punk and regent, put them together in one word, at gmail.com if you have any questions, or you're like extremely moral and are offended by this.
Please let us know.
I love bad mail as well. And you're old enough, you want to send Dr. K nude photos, I'll make sure she gets them.
Oh, thank you.
You know, they're free.
Yeah.
We,
awesome.
We won't make a t-shirt out of them.
Why not?
I don't know. So our next letter comes from just a first initial A. First name could start with an A. Panda. Sounds kind of fake, but whatever. We're going to go with it. And they just had a question on, I hate this when you can't tell if it's a male or female, but I guess it doesn't matter. If you like dick, you like dick, man.
Yeah.
I ain't judging. Circumcised versus uncircumcised. What are the differences? Is it just cultural? Do people find more pleasure? They're just really interested. This A person, is just totally into dick. And,
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I'm quite attached to mine, so thank fuck. I can barely find my glasses in the morning. I'd hate to have to hunt down my dick every day.
Oh, do you think you'd be able to find it?
I'd lose it. Do you know where my smokes are, by the way? No, so yeah. Obviously, I'd lose the dick, too.
What would happen if you have to pee?
You'd still have a hole.
I guess.
Yeah, be like a chick.
You'd have to sit to pee.
Chicks are just guys without dicks, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, for the uncircumcised, they're Miss or Mr. A Panda. Speaking for myself, I'm circumcised. I've stated in other episodes, installments, whatever you'd like to call this, purges. Oral binging.
Oral binging.
I'm the older one out of this little podcast. Abortion. Ooh, that. Anyway, when I was young, when I was a young warthog back in the 70s, we'll just say it there. I won't say which part of the 70s. Everybody, at least in North America, was circumcised, as far as I know. Well, males.
Yeah.
We're not even getting into female circumcisions. That's bullshit.
Oh, no.
That's another terrible can of worms. No. So yeah, everybody that I knew growing up, and most people I know nowadays are cut. Now, from what I've heard, I never have seen pornography in my life, but a lot of European porn, I've heard, a lot of European porn has, uncut thick cock, with the turtleneck going on. So obviously it's probably more North America and, I guess, Israel? Because I'm pretty sure Jewish, the whole Briz deal.
Yeah. It's pretty big in the Muslim community as well.
Mazel tov, snip. And, and Muslims. And I'd make a joke here, but I don't want to be firebombed, so, good for you guys, too.
Alright.
Not going to give out your address here. So, I guess, did you do a slight poll?
I did.
No pun intended.
And it's, there's 11 and I can't count, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 11 and 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so that was just from, say, our area. We're not going to name names here.
Yeah.
But, okay, yeah, I would have thought...
It's half and half.
For whatever reason, I would have thought that, yeah, circumcised would have been winning.
No, well, it's the people your age that I polled.
Back in my day!
But ones that are more close to my age, it was deemed... It's deemed a cosmetic surgery now. There's no actual real health reasons, either way, health risk or not, either direction.
So it's cosmetic surgery now. Because, I think what mine was, it was like just status quo, and they did it.
It's classified as a cosmetic surgery now, so in the delivery room, the mother can choose to have it done. It's $250.
Woo!
Yeah.
Although for a lifetime of having a cool dick like mine, $250 is an investment. I don't know if there's any cosmetic surgeons out there that would like to use that as a commercial, but,
You never know.
And I guess since it's cosmetic surgery, they call it a dick job.
A dick job, right.
It's like, oh, for our son's 12th
birthday,
he became a man,
job.
we got him a dick job.
That's terrible.
Now, I wonder... if there's, I guess there'd be no way for a guy to tell, even if we had a real guy here. We couldn't, you either are fixed or aren't fixed.
It's not
fixed. Jesus Christ.
Snapped. You're either cut or you're not.
That's right. So you can get pregnant if the guy's...
Oh, Jesus.
has I thought the foreskin is what got people pregnant.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, what I was gonna suggest is, I wish we had a dude, and if there's one out there, sorry ladies, but this is only a dude can answer this. If you're a guy that's had one later in life and has had sexual activity with both, I would be curious as to, like, because, I can say, yeah, mine feels better, and I'd say it like that in that awesome voice, but, yeah, I couldn't, and I'm sure some dude that has the turtleneck going is like, mine feels better.
Oh my God, you guys are so pro penis. It's out of the people I polled. It's 11 and 11. And you guys are very set in your ways. I would ask them, do you think it increases or decreases your sexual ability? And the correct answer is, I don't know. I've never had the other. But that's not the answer that I got from all of you.
Oh, there's like mine is totally
22
better?
of you, yes. The ones that are circumcised are saying, no, my sensitivity levels are down lower, so I last longer. And then the ones that are not circumcised are saying that, no, I'm super sensitive and I'm a better lover and my sex feels better. But the appropriate answer is, I don't know.
When you were saying the last line about the uncircumcised guy, even though it was your voice, I heard it a Spanish guy saying it.
A Spanish guy!
I don't know about all the Spanish, but I always picture all Spanish dudes are totally uncut, and they're like, yes, it is so great.
You think so?
But I've never seen a Spanish guy's... Well, I guess, okay, if I had seen porn, but I can't remember if
he was Spanish or not.
Yeah. There was no tacos in the background.
Oh, well, how do you know it was the rice?
Okay, and then something I've always been curious on, because, I have the right way, which is circumcised, where you can't get pregnant. I had always, and this could be, I'm, as the listeners will notice, I'm very ignorant at times, just because, no one's told me better.
Oh, Jesus.
Is it hard, is it easier to get disease? I've actually heard this growing up. People are like, oh, if you're uncircumcised, you get diseases easier, or,
No.
Just because it, like, stores it all up like venom.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
You're susceptible either way. If you're having, unprotected sex with somebody, you're susceptible either way if they have any type of STI.
Oh.
Yeah. Nothing's going to save you. Always wear a condom.
That's bleak. So circumcised does not stop you from getting diseases.
No, it does not.
Or pregnant.
Nope.
Or, well, I guess giving pregnancy doesn't.
Giving pregnancy.
I can say I've never been pregnant.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, wow.
Because you practice safe sex.
I'm a virgin.
Really?
I just read a lot of books.
So, yeah, and I talked to a few people about their penises. It was pretty interesting I have a few girlfriends of mine actually that.
They have penises?
No, they're expecting. And
if you are a chick with a dick, please write into us because I would like to know if you're circumcised or uncircumcised.
No,
We're at that point.
They're
it's just,
expecting,
flip a coin.
And they have little boys, and
Oh, okay. So what their decision will be in the future? What their decision
is or has been in the past, and there's.
And how did that go?
It was interesting. A few of my girlfriends actually had their sons done strictly based on because that's what they prefer.
Now this brings an entire Oedipal or Electra complex. I'm not implying your female friends, but it's just like this is the thing I like, so therefore he should have it so he could please his future.
Yeah, and then
partners.
I'd had some that where the female party really wanted their son done, but the male party was wasn't cut, and he's my son too, and yeah, it was pretty interesting. And actually some of it did come down to cost as well. It's $250, and you just brought a new baby into this world. There are other things you could be spending $250 on.
Scratch off tickets?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, some beer. She's not pregnant anymore.
Or condoms.
Some people think it's about hygiene.
Yeah, because I'd always heard that too, but then again, I've
hygiene. But you know what? If your little boy is taught by mommy or daddy, on how to keep things clean and properly, it doesn't matter either direction. I mean, when does it say here? In 1999 and again in 2005, the American Academy of Pediatrics gave a neutral stance. They're saying it doesn't matter either direction at all. For the health of the baby boy, it doesn't matter.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's purely, unless it's a religious reason.
Yeah.
It's purely preference.
And I guess kids growing up now, they're used to seeing, in the locker room, all manner of,
Yeah. Yeah.
Dick cosmetics.
it's purely...
Coxmetics. It would be coxmetics. Oh my god, I want to become a coxmetic surgeon.
Yeah? You want to look at penises all day?
Well, yeah, because then I would never... Well, you think about it, because a buddy of mine was going to be a gynecologist. Actually, he is, but at the time I knew him, he was in medical school, and that's what he was going to specialize in. And I remember some of my less cool, whatever buddies being like, oh man, you're going to be around fucking pussy all the time. I would never use that language, but that's how he talks. Exactly, and they were like, that's dream, man, nothing but just pussy in your face. But actually, I knew this guy as well. I've talked to him since, now that he's been a doctor. And he's like, yeah, some days just the thought of being around pussy just makes me no.
Yeah, because it's not happy pussy. You don't take a happy pussy to the doctor.
So, getting back to the original paragraph of my talking. That's a terrible sentence. Anyway, if I became a dick doctor, it would make pussy so much cooler.
Ooh.
Because I was around cock all day. And,
Aren't you like that already at work?
No, most of the guys at my work don't have dicks. They don't listen to these kind of podcasts. Fuck those guys. But, yeah, no.
Yeah, there is no...
So what was the percentage on the future spawners?
In the future spawners, only 50% of newborn baby boys now are circumcised.
No, okay. I'm the percentage on your friends you talked to that we're going to have babies.
Oh, well, that's 8. 8 of the girls that I pulled that have kids have gotten their sons done, and only 5 have not. Yeah. And
so
the
5 people married to Spaniards.
Yeah, and 5 out of the 8 girls, that had their children done, said they did it for hygiene.
Yeah. Well, it's true. Like if you are, I keep wanting to say fixed. If you, and snipped as well sounds just, not cut. It. Cut, thank you. If you're cut, you don't have to really wash that often.
No, you should either way. That's disgusting.
No, it's clean.
No. Yeah, I mean, special care doesn't have to be, every time you showers if you're circumcised. Doesn't have to be, taken, but, I mean, I don't think that's not a huge issue, I don't think.
Right.
As long as the child is taught properly from the get-go, it doesn't matter. I mean, I think it's all personal preference, to be honest. Unless there's a religious factor behind it, I think it's all personal preference.
All right. Well, so there you go. If you want your kid to have, job in international porn, I would say go uncut.
Yes, but just in mainstream North American porn. Get them circumcised.
Get them circumcised.
Yeah.
So there you go. And once again, if you're out there and you've done both, if you've had both...
That would be really interesting. I would really like to hear
Yeah.
that. I would really like to actually hear that.
And double points, I would even almost be willing to pay if you're a chick with a dick that's done both.
Yes. Wow. We're going to get some weird emails.
I will buy the movie rights.
We're going to get some pretty weird emails.
Did you ever see the movie Hedwig and the Angry Inch?
No.
I'll find it. I think I have it on DVD at home. It's a movie about
Do I want to hear this?
a dude that's in a band that at a young age he fell in love with some old dude, and he wanted to be a girl, the main character Hedwig, and he also had a band. Not that I has anything to do with it. In the movie he goes and gets a discount. Obviously finds a doctor that's doesn't charge as much, which is a great idea when you're having cosmetic surgery. He wants to become a chick. Well, they fuck it up, and he still has like an inch of like
really
penis.
This is a movie.
Yeah. Wow. And
get, like,
it's a musical too.
Oh
yeah, they discuss it. They show him trying to fuck and all kinds of stuff. I will find a copy of that. If you're out there, look up Hedwig and the Angry Inch. It's
rated R.
Well, yeah, I don't think I don't remember them showing it a whole lot, but it's definitely rated. It's.
I really hope this is based on a true story.
It's not for the family, but yeah, I'll have to check. Maybe it is, but yeah, look up that movie if you're interested in the odd musical, semi-dickless guy lamenting his life and his life story.
Oh my god.
His name's Hedwig, and then he has an angry inch, which they have a song all about it. So probably find it on YouTube, at least the musical parts.
I don't know if I want to see that. I really kind of do. I think it's pretty rad.
Yeah. There's things you have to look at least once.
So circumcision, have we figured it out?
Yeah, I think we figured out that
it's personal preference.
Personal preference. So
I do prefer a circumcised penis.
Mr. or Miss A Panda.
That's personal preference.
Go with what you like.
Yeah, it's personal preference.
Unless you're Spanish, and then I'm pretty sure they're all uncut.
You think so?
Yeah, it's not a racial thing. It's just
it's racial profiling.
Oh.
That's what that was. That was racial profiling.
Like on the airplanes?
Yes, they screen your penis. So they decide whether you're a threat or not.
Right. Well, now you know.
Yes.
Get a dick job.
Get a dick job.
Be like Mike. If you would like to contact Nurse Meph or Dr. K, write to us at punkregent@gmail.com. That's punkregent@gmail.com. Or follow at Meph Hunter on Twitter. That's MEPHHUNTER. Facebook bullshit coming soon. Thanks.